If you've hired a virtual assistant before and had a bad experience, one of the main reasons people struggle or fail with a virtual assistant is that they're not trained properly. I have an amazing team of very affordable, highly trained virtual assistants in the Philippines, hundreds of them. They're highly trained. But if we provide you with one of those highly trained virtual assistants, it doesn't matter how well we train them. I can't train your VA in how you like to work, your style, your culture, your pricings, your avatar, your community, your website. We cannot do that for you. There's 4 ways you want to train not just your virtual assistant, but any kind of virtual team. Whether you're a hire salesperson, social media manager, virtual assistant, video editor, you hire a manager. If you hire somebody, there's 4 types of training that you want to do. And if you do these 4 types of training, then they're going to be much more highly trained and they're much more likely going to do the job that you want them to. Number 1, the most important is SOP training. Let's say I hire an appointment setter. I need to be able to give them a script, a DM script. If I hire a salesperson, I need to be able to give them a sales script. I've got to train them in that SOP. I've got to tell them how it works, show them how it works, watch them do it, and then off they go. Tell, show, watch, go, as we call it for SOP training. SOP training is the first type of training. Second type of training, I believe, is probably the most important. It's speed training. If you have a virtual team member, I guarantee they're moving way too slow. First thing I tell all my guys is you're too fucking slow. You're working too slow. You've got to watch them work and show them how to get 2 or 3 times faster. If you have a DM appointment setter and they start sending DMs 3 times faster, what happens to your appointments? Triples, more for compounds. If you have a phone call setter making phone calls and they double the amount of phone calls, they double the amount of people they speak to. So you want to do speed training, number 2. Number 3 is you've got to do role play. You've got to, yourself, you've got to get on a Zoom call or get in a DM and actually role play with them. And so they experience that and you can give them feedback as well. And the 4th type of training is called OJT, on the job training, where you're watching them in action. And this is one of the most important. So if they're doing calls, they're going to record that. So all of my sales guys record their sales calls. My triage calls record those. If they're a DM setter, you can review the DMs and you do that with them. On the job training is one of the most powerful forms. When you use all 4 of these forms of training, watch what happens with the VA. I actually have a free kit here on how to implement all these things. If you want that, there'll be a link somewhere or send me a DM. And then let's get you a VA and a virtual team that actually helps you scale your business.